Hello everyone, how are you all? Hope you all are doing well and you are good. Welcome to the Celebrity Aura. Today we are going to discuss about the whole life struggle of Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, born on September 17 in 1995 in Tyler, Texas, is today known as one of the most electrifying and successful quarterbacks in NFL history. He has already achieved what many players can only dream of: Super Bowl victories, MVP award, and the global fame. But behind the dazzling towards record-breaking performances lies a life shaped by struggles, sacrifices, and relentless determination. His journey is not just about the talent, it's about facing obstacles, overcoming doubts, and proving himself time and time again. In his early life, Patrick was born into the sports oriented family. His father, Pat Mahomes, Sr., was a professional baseballer pitcher in Major League Baseball. From the outside, it may have looked like Patrick had an easy childhood since his father was a professional athlete, but the reality was far different. Petmanus Sr. struggled to stay consistent in his MLB career, often moving between teams. This instability meant Patrick's early life was filled with the financial uncertainties and constant adjustments. Being the son of the professional athlete also brought its own pressure. People expected Patrick to follow in his father's footsteps and become a baseball star. For a long time, Patrick was caught between the two sports, baseball and the football. Excelling in both, he often felt torn, wondering which sport would define his future. This inner conflict was not easy for a teenager trying to find his identity. At White House High School in Texas, Patrick showed his signs of greatness. He was a standout in baseball, basketball, and football. But even with his raw talent, Patrick faced challenges. His football style was unconventional. He relied heavily on improvisation, throwing from the unusual angles, and making risky plays. Coaches and scouts were skeptical. They believed he was too wild to succeed at quarterback. Unlike other top high school quarterbacks, Patrick did not receive overwhelming attention from the elite college programs. Many recruiters doubted his potential, questioning if his unusual mechanics could work at higher levels. This rejection was painful. While many of his peers were celebrated and heavily recruited, Patrick had to fight for the recognition. Eventually, Manus chose Texas Tech University, a school not known for producing NFL quarterbacks. Even then, his journey was not smooth. He faced immense pressure balancing academics, athletics, and expectations from his family. At Texas Tech, he played under coach Cliff Kingsbury, who gave him the freedom to play his naturally style. Still, the team often struggled defensively, leading to disappointing records. Despite Mano's extraordinary performances, many critics wrote him off as a system quarterback, suggesting his numbers were inflated because Texas Tech offensive scheme. The doubts only grew stronger as NFL scouts analyzed him. Some said he was too raw, others questioned his decision making, and many compared him to the quarterbacks who had failed in the past. Manos carried the weight of being undervalued, a burden that pushed him to work even harder. In 2017, NFL draft became another turning point filled with uncertainty. Manos was not considered the top quarterback in his class. Analysts projected him as a risky pick, someone who might sit on the bench for years before proving himself. One draft night, anxiety filled the room. Patrick's family and friends watched nervously as teams made their selections. Finally, the Kansas City Chiefs traded up to pick him 10th overall. For many, this was a surprise move. Critics blasted the Chiefs for gambling on an unproven player. Once again, Patrick was doubted before he had even thrown a single NFL pass. Manu spent his rookie season in 2017 sitting behind veteran quarterbacks Alex Smith. For a competitive athlete used to being the star, this was not easy. He had to be patient studying the game from the sidelines while enduring criticism that even he was not ready. When he finally became the starter in 2018, the pressure was enormous. Every mistake was magnified. Could he live up to the hype? Could he justify the Chiefs trading valuable picks for him? His unorthodox throws, the daring plays, still worried critics who believed his style would not last in the NFL. No NFL journey is free from the physical struggles, and Manus had his share in 2019 during a Thursday night football game. He dislocated his kneecap. For fans and analysts, it seems like his season and possibly his career trajectory was in jeopardy. Manus faced weeks of painful health uncertainty and mental battle of whether he could return to peak form. He not only come back that same season, but also led the Chiefs to the Super Bowl victory, proving his resilience. Yet injuries have remained part of his career, playing through pain, enduring surgeries, and staying mentally strong while the world watches has been one of his biggest struggles. For all his success, Manus has also experienced some of the toughest losses on the biggest stage. After winning Super Bowl LAV in 2020, he returned to the Super Bowl in 2021, only to face the most crushing defeat of his career. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers' defense overwhelmed him, and Mahomes spent much of the game running for his life behind an injured offensive line. That loss was humiliating for the player using to winning. Critics questioned whether he could truly dominate the way legend like Tom Brady had. The media scrutiny and the personal disappointment were enormous, but Manus used that the experience as a motivation to come back stronger. Behind the field, Manus has helped navigate the challenges of fame. His relationship with his high school sweetheart, Brittany Matthews, and his role as a father often even been in the public eye. Balancing family life with the intense demands of being an NFL superstar has not been easy. The pressure of being a young role model, handling media criticism, and living under constant scrutiny talks a toll. Even action, every action on or off the field is analyzed and judged. For someone who values privacy, the loss of a normal life has been a real challenge. Perhaps the biggest struggle Patrick Manos faces is the restlessness, expectation to be the great. Every season, fans and analysts expect him to deliver the Super Bowl appearances, MVP performances, and highlight reel plays. Living under that pressure year after year is mentally exhausting. He has admitted that staying focused, blocking out negativity, and handling failure are as important as physical training. The burden of carrying a franchise and being compared to all-time greats at such a young age is a struggle many cannot imagine. Despite all these struggles, Patrick Mahomes has thrived. Each obstacle, whether it was being doubted in high school, overlooked in college, criticized on draft night, injured in the NFL, or defeated in the Super Bowl, has fueled his determination. His ability to turn setbacks into motivation defines him more than his incredible throws or dazzling highlights. Manu's life story is not one of the smooth sailing but the constant battles against doubt, injury, expectations, and himself. And yet, through resilience, hard work, and belief, he has risen to become one of the greatest quarterback of his generation. We can conclude that Patrick Manu's whole life is struggle is a testament of the perseverance from being understanding as a teenager to becoming the face of the NLP. His injury shows that the greatness is not born without the adversity. Even every injury, every doubt, every criticism has shaped him into the player and the person he is today. His story reminds us that the struggles are not signs of the weakness but stepping stones to the success. At only 29, Manu's career is still unfolding, but one thing is certain: the struggle that built him will continue to fuel his greatness for years to come. So this was the short stories of the hard work and struggle of the Patrick Manus. If you find this video interesting, then like the video and press the subscribe button for the more entertainment and the more enjoyment. And also press the bell icon that you cannot forget to the notification of the latest video. Please share the video with your friends and drop the comment below. Have a nice day and good luck. Signing off.